Well, welcome back. And the Ghana Standards Authority is planning to phase out the use of Olonka as a measuring tool on the market. It follows bouts of concerns by consumers over being shortchanged by traders. But how feasible can this be? Well, Joy Business's Jejom Sogli visited the markets and now reports in today's edition of AM Business.
Standards have been a major issue when it comes to the informal sector in Ghana. Most grains on the market are taken with the popular Olonka or margarine tin as it is called. In 2010, there were calls for the revision of the age-old conundrum of getting standardized scales to function in Ghanaian markets. Recently, the Ghana Standards Authority revealed that plans are being put in place to ensure that the market is filtered in order for a common measuring tool to dominate in most sectors. Director General of the Ghana Standards Authority, Professor Alex Dodu, made these revelations.
Now, our standard development should be demand-driven. Let industry pay for what they need so that they can use it. I mean, we have standards for plantain chips. People are not using it. They must use it. And the standards are good. In fact, if you prepare plantain chips according to GSA standards, trust me, you every day eat your plantain chips.
Interesting on the one. So if its standards are demand-driven, they should pay. What does it mean? That means that going for industries are supposed to be paying for the standards that will be set. Why?
They have to pay to develop it.
Patenting or what?
No, what we are saying is that, okay, you want to say that if you want to sell kenke in Ghana, it should be 1 kilogram. So far, the kenke we have in Ghana is 400 grams. And this is a problem because sometimes they
have you set standards for kenke in Ghana?
We need to set standards for kenke in Ghana.
What is delaying the authority?
Well, what is delaying the authority is that we are dealing with an informal sector who do not or who does not have skills. And I know that is something you will roast me on, and I stand roasted because that's the truth. We don't have the skills.
What is stopping the authority? I'm saying, what is stopping you from doing that? I still believe that the Olonka is still being used on the market.
It's a problem. It's a problem for our economy. It's a problem for our digitization and for our formalization. It's leading to farmers being cheated. Has the authority lived up to what it should have done?
Yes.
My answer is that to the extent that the market is not formalized, we haven't lived up to our mandate in that respect. But much as there are reasons, that is not an excuse. What have we done now? We've said, look, market women, talk to us. And I'm glad that they are now pushing us. The start of any standardization exercise is voluntarism. Because when you push the market too hard, people resist. When they resist, it will fail. We are dealing with people who are at the lower end of the scale. Now they have understood. We've had chiefs from various jurisdictions.
Unlike Ghana, where anything called Olonka is assumed to be equivalent to a kilo is a kilo at most places in West Africa. One challenge with this mode of measurement is the various manipulations of the objects that exist on the market. Some of the tins have already been stuffed with papers, whilst others have been punched upward to reduce the quantity of produce they can take.
I'm here at the Kaneshi market to engage some sellers on whether it is something that is laudable, it's something that they are going to accept, and it's something that will help them in their businesses.
Because auto emiolon kana okonya bi woso says scale.
They will not agree because when they buy with the Olonka, they get some profit. But if they are going to use the scale, they'll prefer to buy the whole bag themselves.
Right now, the rice that comes in the pack is not up to the usual 50 kg. It is sometimes 45 kg. So the wholesale price is not the same price you will sell it for. You will measure the Olonka and the margarine tin with your own discretion so that you can make profits. So if you are asking us to use weighing scales, we cannot measure. You didn't give us the money to trade with.
Until media mean to me, yes, I saw be by any side, yeah. Ah, well, media mean to me, yeah. We perfume rice, no.
1 olonka of perfumed rice is 20 cedis, and this is 3 cedis 50 pesos. Broken rice is 3 cedis, wache 3 cedis. We cannot use the machine. Personally, I won't use the scale.
Kilo no media me name na me fa kilo ya juma machine. Ya nkyerɛ ya machine ne sɛse a mo ba kyerɛ machine dia media me ye.
As for the scale, it is not good because if someone asks for an addition, how will you do that when you are using a scale? Some of us are not educated, so we can't use the scale. How will I know I have hit my target? And what if the buyer is educated and decides to cheat me?
For some traders, they lack proper education to be able to maneuver their way around a standard weighing scale. Aside sellers of cereals and grains, some tomato sellers use the olonka as a measure for their items. Ekia Mansa, a tomato seller, narrates the processes involved in cutting her produce to the market, which is why she thinks a standardized scale may not be an effective tool for her business.
The basket way and a susu digum. First, in yet me 6, ye 7. Says here, and your cofa. Where ye 5. First, where
at first, we could get at least 6 baskets from a box of tomatoes. But now, the maximum you can get is 5. Let's say a box is 300 cedis. And a basket is 50 cedis. When I get 6 or 7 baskets, I can make profits.
50 Ghana and a makofa. It's 50 Ghana no. Na me 6 ah. Say I 3 million. Ti se bia nke se nyame boa me. Na me 7 ah. 7 no me dey baako. Ti se me ton na se nyame ye madom. Na bia ansai wo mu a. E na bia 6 na me yi na me di tis kedua no. E bia kakra baba beda baako we so. Baako na beda echire no. Beba bedaso be sesia no omo hihye we no mo dugu adaka ni nti wo kofa na wo be yi a wanya de eden afọ na wanya ebia mboboye kakra akomi kakra.
But now, because of the way they measure, you can get just about 4 baskets from the box and some rotten ones. So after sorting out the good ones from the bad ones, I have to throw the rotten ones away. And that becomes my loss.
May you dear chakani free. We weird in Suegu where you dear melanin in a free matu. Na car community, Jamatu Gunina, I am a cat. It's a meaning side where I am. Chaka, we may ye free, my friend, my Michel Dentinami. We are boost you to some boost you, sweet. But about Unina, may you dear chakani and apple balling.
So if you ask us to use the scale after all these things have happened, I'll run at a loss.
Right,
so there you have it. According to most of them, this is not a move that they are going to accept quickly. This is not something that they think will be an improvement to their businesses. Some of them claim that if consumers are going to accept, then, well, they might as well just go with it. Some also say that they need more education to be able to use the measurements that the scale is going to come with. My name is Stella Sogliji Ejom for Joy Business.